Greetings, traveler.
Like I said, I think we just focus on how consistently we can get the drafts. I think we're going to do Control Shaman again. We're just going to adjust it a little bit based to what we've seen. It's more just testing the drafts. So, let me Arthur. So the main thing for me that I saw was you need more emphasis on 3s and 4s. Like you need to get good hits there. So good 3s, good 4s. It's not so much about sitting back, going there, go tempo. I don't know, Eckert. Like I think that Control Shaman will work. It's just that people are drafting incorrect for how I feel the meta will be right now. So we need to adjust it downward a bit, where it's not so much about the high end hyper value. It's just about get a couple good minions. No. I mean, there is no correct or incorrect ant mist. It's just people are not okay. So for how the meta will eventually form, the people aren't drafting for that right now. So right now you're in this like kind of a mini meta where you need to adjust downwards a bit. But yeah, I think it's just 3s, 4s, storms, hex. Not so much the volcano. You need to. Like the ultra control probably doesn't work right now because you're not facing off against other like big control decks. So let's just see where that gets us. Yeah, it would be the Primal Fin over Volcano. It would be the Fire Plume over Volcano when you're playing like that. Just getting rid of the early aggro. Frost Chuck's playable. Sneaky Devil gives you something. Toothy Chest. They're both pretty bad. I'll go with the Devil. I mean, it's not for what I'm building though, but yeah, actually it is. It is, because I'm not gonna go Volcano, right? I'm gonna go more 3s and 4s. So the Sneaky Devil's actually fine. Oh, dear Lord. Dear Lord is correct. Dear Lord is correct. Okay. Yeah, I don't really need the big taunts right now. Crushing Hand used to be the pick here with the giant meta. I think Stono's fine. Burlock or Sun Fury, they're both okay. I think for what we're doing, Sun Fury's slightly better. Direwolf's nice, but I agree. It's just I'm not really trying to be on the board. PPU. Right. I'll take a Pyro. Bit more early stuff. Alright. I can't really dictate if the draft wants that or not. Or whether the draft wants that or not. Oh man. This could have been a fun Cauldron deck. But actually we don't need it, right? No, we don't need it. We got 3 things, but I think the way I was looking right now, Applebaum's like top tier. Yeah, more storms. And that looks good. I'll take a Hex here. I could see the Erdemite here. Yeah. It's Engine or Wasp? Wasp's good. We're pretty low on 4s. I think Ferals is indeed correct. Hot Spraying is nice. Get the other thing. Ooh, Tolvir is insane right now for a deck. Alright, so this is what I mean, right? This is adjusted downwards, as in we're not afraid to run out of stuff too much. I think the Thresh does help once we're off against control decks. Shard does look good. Okay. Man. Actually, I should have picked the Thresh, right? No. Fuck, I already went against my rule. The Stormwind was kind of forced, but... I mean, this is a very different experience, though. A very different experience than before. Man, all of these are so good. We got like 3 4s if I count the Ferals, so I need 1 or 2 more 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe one more 3. One more 3, 1 or 2 more 4s. Man, these are all so good. Getting the premium 3 would be great. This is an insanely good win con. And Storm is just very consistent. We got 2 Storms and a Hex though. I feel like I already messed up the draft a little bit. I'm gonna pick the UE or the Basilisk. I'm not gonna pick the Storm. Oh, I have Axe for a 3 as well. Okay. Alright. Alright. Oh, perfect. I'll take the Frosty here. Storm would be nice, of course. Another Earthen Knight. Yeah, we need turn 4 plays. Hey, thank you, Lucky Rajan. Ooh, baby. All of these are really good. Not quite, but I mean, this is fine, right? This is a very different Shaman. Because I think the hyper control thing won't work for now. I feel like a Tar Creeper will just shut people down so hard. But the Firefly into the Earthen is very nice. Firefly is also a nice combo for the Tolvir. Like, you can hold it, but Tar combos that like curves nicely into it. Ah, man. These first few drafts are always a bit iffy because I always feel like there's so much I could have done better, but you gotta just go past that and start and test and go from there, right? Okay, now we're pretty happy. It's a very early defense deck, right? I'm pretty happy with the UE. The Thresh is actually looking okay right now. It's not the Raven color for me. I think we can just keep picking curve. An Earthen Might on a lone champion when it has Divine Shield is quite powerful. I'll go with the Napper, but I think it's a close call in the end. Oh, I could pick up my 3rd Storm here and try with that. Oh, no, the curve, right? Yeah, I think Arthavina's right here. Yeah. I think that curve's just more important right now. That doesn't mean like you should go aggro, but just curve more important. I'll look at the overview later. All right, I'm just gonna be testing, guys. So I'm gonna make bets for 5. Not that I think that this is a terrible deck. I think that's gonna be my customary number, just because people don't know that I'm testing, right? When they come in. And when I'm testing, I'm not really trying to win during the draft. I'm trying to learn. So that's a pretty big difference betting wise. All right, I'll BRB for a minute or 2 and then we'll get started. But this will be a good round to get some feedback from.
All versus Uther.
I will fight with honor for Doomhammer.
I could keep the hand and shard on turn 3, but then you do this. 1, 2, 3. We definitely have enough 3s in the deck, yeah. Yo, we'll see. I might just shard on 1 now. Poggers.
Well played.
Getting the Frost Rider out is obviously nice.
There is little time. Chill out.
Alright. Sick combo, bro. Yep. Could have maybe played Flame, Shock it, but not really worth, right? Man, that's a greedy kill. I think it's okay. It's frozen next turn though, so I can go back in.
Chill out.
I'll just see, doesn't really matter. Like, I feel like playing out the runs is largely also not really necessary.
Reporting for duty. Winners empires. Out of my jungle.
Yes, Entally. Yellow was here, or Rambo was here just a while ago.
Elements guide me. Quake before the earth.
I feel like we're in a spot where we can just have this and have it be enough. Alright, so no MCT. Likely.
Reporting for duty. Quake before the earth. Elements guide me.
Put the Wasp down now because he could play a bigger boy, and Consecration is no longer really a threat. So what I'm mainly looking for right now, I'm looking at how consistent can I draft something. Because the feedback we're getting from the meta right now isn't entirely what, you know, the meta is going to be. But for now, like after the first run, the first thing I would say is that it's a bit more important to just curve. Because it feels like there's, and I do this every single time, right? And I keep making this mistake. I look at what's going to change, right? Based off which cards they introduced or what ratios. And then I draft assuming people will do that. But at the start, people just draft the way how they were drafting before because they don't know, right? Which is normal. Which is very normal, so. But yeah, I do that every time. Could have also just frozen that and smork him. That would be fine. Yeah. Yeah, I could have just done that. But it's fine. We're not really evaluating the play too much. It's more the drafts right now.
Reporting for duty.
That's why Steed's not as good as a Vine Cleaver, right? Ooh, that's pretty good.
Quake before the earth.
Recipe.
Quake before the earth. Bring by you no rest.
Be the king.
What was lost can be found again.
Elements guide me.
Alright, 3 more. What do we got? We can get an 8. We can get a 6. I feel like here is most to be gained. That's good. This could be good.
Let me change your mind.
One more.
Why am I the
B.
Why am I the
B. Yeah, Backert. I wish I didn't have to call them, and I guess I will have to call them, huh?
Ungoro belongs to the Titan.
Thrall versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
For Doomhammer.
Yeah, I'll call the ISP guys after the stream. Unless it's, you know, unless I should turn it off now. Right. But if it's minor frame drops, I don't think that's necessary, right?
Elements guide me.
It's not that bad? Okay. He's like, fool, I can simply heal it. What a newbie.
Shields up!
Elements guide me.
Hi, I don't understand your method of testing decks because I don't know if you can reproduce the same deck. So you don't reproduce the exact same deck, but let's say you assign values to certain cards or attribute certain, you know, characteristics to certain cards. You can reproduce a deck with those same values quite consistently, yeah.
Do you like to play with fire?
They don't have a great turn ahead. Might hit a play, right?
Out of my jungle.
I'll take this instead.
Elements guide me.
I got this. Is someone injured?
I mean, I'm dropping frames, but is the cause of that not usually my ISP or not? If I hit healing totem, he's gonna draw cards. Because the bodies make more sense.
How long can this go on?
By the way, did I answer your question? Yeah, I said Baldo last time, right? Potato peeler.
A worthy fool.
The greatest virtue is patience.
Let's see if this guy has what it takes. Oh, I squeaked an emote in there. Wow, he rolled past the iron bar. Or the Monkasaur. Aha, I can simply do that back to him. Only mine is not infinite. I think I do need to get a push on him.
Free me! Free me! There is little time. Branches grow.
I am the blade of the goddess.
Lands consume you.
Chopping now.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's my provider, but I always do that back here, so I'm just not very knowledgeable on that, as you are well aware.
I wonder.
This feels like we're done here.
Rot into my core.
No relief.
Yeah, on turn 2, the rope is still short, Demodius, so it's kind of hard. Return to hand, Monkasaur, Monkasaur. Monkasaur, Monkasaur, Monkasaur. Doomsayer? Nah, man. Then he gets an Ultrasaur. Saved? Oh, yes. Yes. We've got the priest right where we want him now. On the ropes, I tell you. This guy doesn't know what he's in for. Some tough math going on there. Right.
Brawl versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
For Doomhammer.
Wow, that's kind of dirty. Hey Zeprido, what's up, man? I think it'd be difficult to test when you get BS'd. Well, not so much, because you usually get a pretty good feel for what it would have done regardless, right? I'm just looking at the field and the draft. I think the strength of Shaman is something we can't use that well right now. So it's gonna be interesting. See what works best. It's also important to just poor guy. It's also important to just look at it without without anything you want, right? Because I do this sometimes. I want something to be good, so then I'll go in there. Whereas now, I feel like what we're gonna do is we're gonna draft something on the very, very aggressive end of the spectrum as well. If you see what I mean, right? We're not really in a spot where we need to give anything up. That's nice. Want what the most, Utoko? Some good rolls for him. I'm afraid of the Shadow Madness.
I wonder.
Well, I guess we just gotta roll with it. Okay, not a madness. Feels like a good moment to go because of the amber.
I am one with the candle.
It's pretty good.
Touch the air.
It's also pretty good.
I'm warning you. I'm unstable.
Let's see, 4 more, so I can get this up to 8 and leave this. But I want to have a reroll available, I think. Oh, baby. 6 here. Or a 3 or a 4. Probably a 4 drop out of this.
Aha!
We must cleanse the sun well.
You have better.
Your soul shall be mine.
What do you mean again, trigger finger? MCT never left. It's been super present. Pretty Might's a bit of a presumptuous keep, but we have a lot of stuff that synergizes with it. Such as Giant Wasp and Sneaky Devil. Tony likes you today. Oh man, the Frosty cereal thing. I didn't get it. Thanks for explaining. Spoder tank on turn 2. Pretty good. You didn't see it much in TOT? Were you playing? Because yeah, dude. For sure, for sure. I mean, it could be that it's even more common now, but it was absolutely around. Take it from me.
Unleash me.
Okay. The problem is, if I go Wasp and he has a Dread Infernal, it's over.
What to do?
Speak your peace.
What is Storm? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more. Blue.
You're so sweet.
Mill Warlock. Going hard on the Gnome-Feradush.
Why do you call?
Why do you call?
I wonder.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
If this sticks, the evolve is kind of nice, but we'll see. It's a good start. Not sure if we still evolve now though, we lost the chain gang. Good. Yeah, it's a pretty good evolve still.
Reactor core online.
This curse has become our greatest strength.
I will silence their screams.
Maybe I just get a 4-drop and keep this.
Illusion winds guide me.
Deal. Deal.
Darkness rises.
Not a siphon. Ooh. Ugh. Lol. Lag anyone? Yeah, I think it's the ISP. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I'll give him a call as soon as the stream's over. Oh.
Pitiful mortal.
Impressive.
Thrall versus Uther.
Schnook the
I
Paladin.
will fight with honor.
But you can see how this already feels much less of an effort, even though we're not really doing anything. It's just because there's more 3s and 4s and it's just curving like that. Now that's the first half of your opponent's, right? The thing is that this kind of deck isn't really made to go 12, but it's more just, I put it together just to get a feel for the meta. Because based off the first run, right, where, you know, we encountered those opponents, the thing that came to mind immediately is like, oh, so all I need is like 3 drops, 4 drops, and storms, and I win. Because that's how they were playing, right? They were playing too fast. They were putting themselves very vulnerable to people just playing 3 drops and storms. That's all it took to like break their aggression. Whereas the Shaman we had drafted was a bit more refined. But it makes sense that the average draft is still much faster, because in TOT you got punished for going a bit slower because of the giants. So you have to go fast. It's a nice pre-hit by him. I do like still putting the 4 in there, because then I can trade off a 4/1 into his 4-drop potentially. That's fine for now. So it keeps the tar alive. Makes sense.
Reporting for duty.
Could just Phoenix it. Could also play shit. Not the biggest Phoenix fan here.
Out of my jungle.
I could like this a bit more. We could have also frost chalked that, but can potentially hit it with one of these as well. Like, a little punished. A little bit of punish. Oh, can't say that's not a nice draw.
When Earth moves, empires fall.
Do we freeze this? To the next turn go Unbound Storm. I feel like it's a fairly good freeze, yeah. It also keeps us out of trouble with this being buffed. Oh, it's Not the greatest storm I've ever seen right now. Not using his face. Okay. It feels like he is gonna set up the storm for us if I just Sunwalker here. Unbound storm doesn't really look too hot.
Truth is my shield.
There is little time. Quake before the earth!
I could have not killed off that tar. I was initially not killing it because of the storm. But the 4 and the face, or the 4 and the 2, I don't know. Maybe I was just wrong. Well, I didn't really play into storm here, so. Pays the tax. So no stat gain at all. That can't be right. No way, Jose. The weapon hit clears the shield. Should have traded. If you're referring to the Sunwalker, it was turn 6, my man. Are you done with TOT? I mean, the game is done with TOT.
I wonder.
I think we do just put the pile of stats on the board. TOT is done with us, yo. TOT is moving on to the next universe.
Let me think.
Face is getting bashed in, I assume. Yeah, Herbagut. I mean, I think regardless of my opinion, I think Blizzard will make those events, but they usually drive a lot of traffic to the arena, so that's really nice. Especially when it's coupled with the good quests like now, it just brings an overall good vibe to the event, right? People are just happy because they get more rewards, more gold. So yeah, for sure. I like the event. Funny enough, it's not actually that good of a storm. One, two, three, four, 5. Should have maybe not rolled that totem. Oh, I can double trade if I wish, right? Yeah, I can double trade. That's a nice alley. Yeah, that's a pretty decent clear.
I'm drop dead gorgeous.
The good old, let's just make a big guy and see what happens.
Reporting for duty.
Let's just see what happens. Fuck it. I'm making a big guy. Can't stop me. Can't stop me, motherfucker. That is indeed a big guy. A big dude. Storm seems appropriate here. Potentially. Just to be able to kill the other thing. So let's say it goes to 5. I get 5, 3, and 2, 5, and 1, yeah. So Storm's fine regardless. So he's gonna get a 2-2, right? What? Oh, he didn't. Oh, he didn't. Oh, it's not a steed. Right. It's a king. God, I totally forgot. Jarl, thanks so much for the 27 months, man. Welcome back, dude. Thank you. Thank you. Man, he's played a full silver sword and we kind of don't care. It's impressive. Not like this. I mean, it's okay. It's just upside, right? I was playing around him getting a 2-6, which he didn't get, so it just gets better for me. It just gets better, you know, chat? Sometimes it just gets better. Sometimes you gotta just let it get better. Thank you, my man. I agree, we are done.
Thrall versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer. For the Frost Wolves.
Alright, stuff. Rah, rah, rah. Whee. I don't know. Don't really recall making any of those noises. False noise making accusations. We don't take kindly around those. We don't take kindly to those around these parts. There we go.
What to do? Out of my jungle.
Legendary Stonehill. On 2. Oh wow. Got me now, mate. 4-on-1, baby.
Go away.
4-on-1. There we go. He's back to killing 1-1s. No, my elemental means. What a bastard. Could get a 7-drop.
I wonder.
Was it better to heal up 2-4? No, because he has no idea what this is. He knew that was a taunt.
Go away. There's little time.
You have made an unwise.
Okay, I'll take a grumble. That's unlikely to gonna get much better. Okay, that's fine. Like, we just got a hex out of the way. Rotten to my core. But do you see what I mean, Zeno? Because it makes more sense to deny him information. Whereas if you use the far left one, you just give him the information that it's a taunt. He's gonna try his luck as well. Just low rolls all the way to the bank, my man. Oh, 2 more, come on. You got this. Oh, he has a beast, right? Across from him. Yep, another one, come on. You have a mana left. Don't fail me now, motherfucker. Man. Guy had a mana left as well. Yeah, but I'm not him, right, Demodius? So we try to make the correct plays. Storm, please. 3 mana card. We got close, boys. We got close. I really need to kill off that 1/1. Guess it's okay. We do like to play with fire. He seemed to be pretty happy to blow up his own shit there.
Lightning strikes twice.
Lightning stretch twice.
I see.
okay. All in, baby.
That didn't go as
Oh, oh, no. No, how do you do that? 16, 18? No. One off, right? 11, 15, 17. So I guess we leave this up. Kill the others.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Congrats, Noth. Congrats, man. Thanks for letting me know. Always good. You can Devil and Phoenix? Yeah, but the taunt's in the way. So we still don't kill him. But I agree, we could Devil and Phoenix. I think I'd rather save the Phoenix. Put the Stormwind on the board. You can trade it if you want to. Yep. We were smart in killing his board.
Well played.
Well played. Lightning strikes twice.
Well played.
You just put lethal on the board though. Like we didn't even need to use our lethal stuff.
Versus Anduin. The light shall bring victory.
For Doomhammer.
New contest. I'm not sure if I'll finish it, but I'll pay out. I'll pay out. That's fine. Yeah, it's you can't really make any reads right now, which is kind of annoying because meta's just gonna change so much. I'm not sure if I know what you're saying, Gambler. Taunt totem every time. Let's go. That's how we roll, boys. Save the tank! Heal the tank!
I must consider.
Oh, okay, Gambler. Sure. Cheers, man. It's just a little meme I see. Memeing now, are we?
When Earth moves, empires fall. Chill out.
must consider.
The dark path is my destiny.
Yeah, that's awkward.
I wonder.
How long
Wake
can
before
this,
the earth!
how long can this go on?
Right now there is not DBK because the meta just shifted like from yesterday. I guess I'll spend some time thinking of stream of what I want to try tomorrow. Yeah, I feel like I'm not really playing to win either right now. It's a good draw though. It did shift. No, it won't go back to what it was because they. Okay, so first of all, what it was like a 5-day meta. So that meta hadn't settled yet because before TOT they did the half bucket change, right? Where you know, throughout Witchwood, Rogue was pretty dominant, right? But because of the half bucket change, I feel Rogue fell off. Just way less Valspines, way less Kidnappers. Because those were all in the top half, which then get offered less, right? Because you need to be in the bottom half for it to be offered more with the mid buckets. So it's kind of confusing, to be honest. How is that even worth it? Yeah, it plays around the madness. That is worth it. So yeah, it's gonna be like and it's very difficult to test right now because people aren't playing the way how they'll be playing a week from now. Because they're still on Taverns of Time mode, which is just draft much more aggressive. But I think that in a week from now the meta will not be as aggressive as it is right now. Because it feels like right now, if you guys just want to go infinite, just draft a good curve and you should be fine. Like have strong 3-drops, strong 4-drops, and that should be fine. You could maybe do some Warlock, some Zoo. Zoo should probably still perform quite nicely against that crap. What else could potentially be good? Like I want to mess around with Shaman and Priest, but that's more just for having fun. Okay. So we can take a 50-50, or we can freeze. Can't do both, unfortunately. It's really nice if it hits, though. Really nice. Burn Mage might be back. Yeah, Mage was number 9, though, or number 8 before the half bucket changes, so... Or no, that was with the half bucket changes, so...
Keep away.
I'm not too sure. My man. My man Brodo right there. So what else is there? So Zoo is probably going to be fine. Paladin, honestly, stands the test of time. Will probably be fine. It got adjusted down a bit. But if you get the ones, you should probably still be fine. Shaman was also number 9 when he had an 11 win average. Yeah, I mean, but I'm talking in general, right? For most people, not just the specialists. All right. So Stormwind doesn't actually accomplish anything, right? Because I got 5 and 3 right now, but it could allow me to sack Applebomb and Kodo. But is that even better?
I wonder.
It's probably better to just build a board. Got the healing totem though, so I could keep a 5-2. Keep a 5-2 instead of a 4-3. That's really not that much better. Okay, so we're just gonna put shit on board then. Mine death and decay a little bit. Maybe it is sack this. No, fuck that. I refuse. You can death and decay me. Please don't death and decay me though. Could have coined out another fly. That was probably worth it, right? What about Druid? So they nerfed Druid as well, right? In the micro adjustments. So it's really about how much do the micro adjustments affect it. Because Pally and Druid got adjusted down.
That was a mistake.
Right? Pally and Druid got adjusted down. But I think right now it's just... Oh, you actually got Death and Decay. Motherfucker. It's so important right now to just figure out what you can draft consistently. Oh, hey, Joey. Well, I live in the northern part of Belgium, so my native language is not French, it's Dutch. So that probably helps with not having a French accent. I don't know, I've just been speaking a lot of English for a long time. Yuck. Please. Please, game. Why? Yeah, I mean, I can speak some French, sister. There was a time where my French was okay. A long, long time ago, my French was okay. That's just not a game-winning storm yet. It's nice, though. I understand German because they share so much. I understand German because they share so much vocabulary with Dutch. Like, I will take away the general points from a conversation. Oh, motherfucker, dude. It's just stealing everything. Disgusting.
Not quite what was planned.
That was a mistake.
Yeah, so I'll take away the general points of a conversation. But don't ask me to actually speak German, right?
Not quite what was planned.
Not quite what was planned. Not quite what was planned. Not quite what was planned. So when you draft the way we just drafted, Priest is a tough one. You need like 3 unstable evolutions for this crap. How is it possible to have that accent while speaking English though? What accent, Jojo?
What we do. The grave buys you no rest.
Corpse Razortis. That's pretty bad for now. So you can go in, you can damage this.
What to do?
Do I have to storm this? Like now, and then Frustrider Totem? Storm either kills this or it doesn't. This can finish it off. I think I do. Yeah, that's kind of lame. Alright, so we roll the 4.
Hide the polar bear express.
Yeah, I feel like 2 languages is the standard in Europe. At least for the younger generation. If you know, it's very rare to meet a younger person that does not at least speak their native language and English. It's far, you know, it's far less common that you find a person who goes like, well, I can't speak any English. And especially in Belgium, French is mandatory if you live in the northern part of Belgium. French is mandatory from elementary school. So it's just normal that you're going to end up speaking 3 languages. It's really not crazy here. It's just kind of the natural way. Because you're gonna pick up English on your own, right? By the time you're in high school, they're gonna teach you English and you're gonna be like, yeah, I know, dude, okay. It's really funny. You can see, oh my god, he's so bad. You can really see the people who don't watch, you know, shows or play games or what, they struggle with English in high school. But for anyone who has a hobby that requires you to speak English, you know, high school doesn't really teach you any English at all. Oh, that's just, I mean, I would say it's practice, Jojo, but it's not deliberate practice. It's just like as you, if I were to move to, you know, any part of the US, right? I'd start to speak more like the people in that part. And that's just because I stream every day and I talk to, you know, people who do have, you know, a certain accent. So it's just normal, right? You just pick it up. I have a fairly good idea every time I cry.
Out of my jungle.
I think for most things I think in English, Sav, for sure. It's to the point where if I'm talking to someone, I would prefer to express myself in English just because that is far more practiced. The what is he doing? It's a trade he can make. And I just open up Shadow Madness, huh? Yeah. It's a painful trade. But he should have made it a while ago. No, I mean, I've been to the US last year, Joey, where, for BlizzCon, right? I went to California. Come on, game. We needed a big hit here. Game's not working with me, guys. We need unstable. That's our last chance. Hey, Vargolok. Alright, let me catch up with the chat. Because I feel like we're just talking right now because the game is kind of over. We're just waiting for Unstable Evolution. That's the only reason we haven't tapped out before. Because Unstable might get us a Lich King and then you get a Frostmourne and then all of a sudden you're in the game. So it's hard to concede with Unstable Evolution still in your deck.
Awaken my
Oh my god. These plays and these wins. It's because I built my deck to... I essentially built my deck to go 5, 6, 7, 8 wins around that range. So this run was a little bit of a waste of time, but it did showcase how the early stages... Right, let's say you average 3 or 4 wins right now. Drafting like this is probably going to get you a lot more. Because it gives you the option to... just defend against people that are being overly aggressive. As I mentioned, if you're a bit too aggressive and your opponent plays a Frost Rider, or even worse, a lone champion into Frost Rider, man, I mean, that aggression, you better have some top quality reach or you're kind of out of that game. So combine that with 2 Lightning Storms, it's very hard to go super aggro versus this kind of deck. On the flip side, if my opponent is just a greedy control deck, which he landed Mind Control deck, he landed Mind Control itself, I don't really have much against that. My late game is fairly lacking. I don't have a Bloodlust to finish those people. I have an Unstable Evolution, that's about it. So my deck wasn't designed to beat this crap. My deck's designed to beat people that are a bit faster. Hey, we're here, who knew? Alright. I think we're gonna go big, right? I either hit the Radiant or we don't. There we go, boys. All right. Go 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 go.
You are not prepared. Work.
I'm gonna have to evolve my Illidan now. It's going too slow.
Neither snow nor rain nor wind.
You have no idea what I'm capable of.
Unleash me. Back to work.
That's nowhere near as good as I would have liked it, but you gotta work with what you got. I'm not sure if the Illidan was probably a bad move, right? I should have maybe get 1 or 2 flames and then kill him off. But obviously that's the best evolve we could have asked for, right? We hit the Radiant. Yeah, I think the Illidan definitely cost us a little bit. I mean, it gave us more shit, right? Let's do tendonitis for your hand. Oh no, that's surprisingly. Honestly, my wrists are doing really well. It's more if it's like very, very long. If I'm like Sunday, I did 2 back-to-back 12s. At the end of that, it was like, you're not giving up, are you? He's like, oh, the game is not face roll for 1 moment, let's give up. Goodbye, Ultrastar. Holy shit. He's so bad, and I love it. Okay. I can actually think about my turn now, great. So, Matriarch sticks, I guess. Trade. Trade. Yeah, I can put 7 on it, that's not enough. No problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I just take the trade, however weird it may look. Put the big boys on the board. I think I like a 1/1 more. Because Taunt Totem is somewhat useless. Spell Power Totem is just straight up useless. I have a Frost Shock left. Healing Totem be the only better one. Alright, 1/1, dude. Work your magic. He snipes the Wasp. Crazy motherfucker. That's a lot of stuff, but he doesn't have more targets. Oh my god, he's so bad. It hurts me, man. Like, it actually just hurts me. It's crazy. Because we were losing so bad to this guy, right? Alright, so we can just hit him in the face. But in case of a mind control, we should probably just keep cleaning up some stuff, right? For holy water, we should probably not put this low, right? Yeah. You guys pulled me through this game, right? We just went into full chat mode. We were talking, clicking buttons, and then the UE showed up, and then the Radiant showed up. It's pretty crazy. I mean, we would have had no chance in this game had he played more efficient. He made insane misplays along the way. Like, he threw away clerics, AoE'd his board when he didn't have to. Like, it's, yeah. There were some very weird things, like weird trades. Many more things. Oh yeah, Var Greylock. Let me have a look. Nice, salty. Understandable. Imagine if you would have hit Nosdormu. You just instantly evolve Nosdormu though. The only thing I'm a little scared for is like your mid game, like your 4s, your 5s. Other than that, it's looking good. Keep right. Yeah, healing would have healed it, but spell power would have taken up an empty slot. Taunt would have taken up an empty slot, right? You get the biggest comeback of the century. I hit a UE, so I just popped off. What have you been playing since the updates? I have not been playing since the update. The update was yesterday, so. Man, I'm so tempted to keep it in this deck, but against Mage, we probably shouldn't. I did not watch the game though, but I heard it was pretty sick. Ooh, okay. My sister came over yesterday, so We just caught up. Hadn't seen her in a long time. No. Alright, so he can kill this if he wants to. Shouldn't the 25% healing be worth miss? No. We don't miss out on it, right? I mean, first of all, the game is over, so it literally doesn't matter. But second of all, you deny yourself the option to actually play shit, right? Because you fill your board with something that won't do anything. Gonna deviate from the plan, boys. Okay. Make my minion grow. Man, I kind of want to just smack him. I think if you trade, you're probably fine, because you have the Kodo, right? By the way, great example of how swinging with the minion is hurting him here, because it does not have the option now to hit and geyser. Although, did he kill? Yeah, he killed the totem with it, right? So I can understand it. It's not a completely crazy play. Is that correct?
Calm down, I'm a doctor.
Thank you, Vargreylock, for gifting this up to Justin Lurk. Welcome, my man. Enjoy your emotes. Thank you, Vargreylock, for the support. I think you do play into MCT here because you want the you want to play one of the flies, right? To pop your shaper. So then you're either playing a fly and floating a mana, or you're playing at MCT. I think it's better to put the minions down. What does the sub-doctor phrase say? Calm down, I'm a doctor. Ooh. Not bad this turn, because you save your minions, but not amazing either. So 3 on this is 8, 4 left. You get an 8 and a 6, which is not bad. We can probably do better though.
Calm down, I'm a doctor.
Here it is again, Mr. P. Thank you for the 2 months, man. Welcome back. Guys, thank you for all the support. Hugely appreciated as always, you know. I think we got enough time. I don't think we're pressured for time.
I wonder. When Earth moves, empires fall.
Sorry, links get timed out, Giovanni. Unless they're from a couple trusted whips, then it's, you know what we're saying. So where would it take us now? 5 left. So I can get 2 8-drops now. That's starting a lot better. I don't think I'm gonna evolve the 1s, and here's why. I might roll a shitty 8-drop, right? And then I'm gonna need a reroll. It's not bad. I'm gonna go 1 here, see what happens.
Turned out nice.
Whenever you draw minions, summon it. It's not amazing. It's okay. That's okay. So I have the option to try now. But I feel like we go for the 8 drop and reroll if it's terrible. That's pretty good actually, I'll take that. That's a pretty good one. I went for the 8-8 reroll because at worst it's gonna be an 8-8 again, and at best, you know, you hit either Ysera on the way, right? You hit Ysera, or you hit like Taranta's Deathwing, those kind of guys. But yeah, playing evolutions is tough, right? It's a lot of options every time. Just gonna put this to 6. So the only thing that screws us is a card I'm not gonna mention. So don't mention it with me, chat, right? Just keep not mentioning the thing we're afraid of, and then surely it will not arrive. Kind of wants the meteor here, right? Right. Don't find it. No. No. Okay. Do you need to commit that much? Well, he can deal... Okay, so first of all, MCT, right? I want to add more crap on the board so he doesn't steal Tyrantus.
Versus Valera.
Watch your back.
For Doomhammer.
Oh yeah, I listened to Collins on the Light Forge. It was really fun. It's good to see. Might be a full mulligan's Rogue. Phoenix is a good turn 4. But I feel like the Firefly or the Axe or any of my good 3s are probably more important. Feral Spirit's a bit weird. Feral Spirits works if I have an Elemental into like 2-3 drops. The second one being Feral, and then my turn 4 being Earthemite. But that's asking a lot of my curve. Okay. Calls with on the Grinning Goat. Yeah, it's the latest Light Forge. Go check it out if you haven't. It's good. It's good fun. I think it's an hour and a half, and they usually only do an hour, so they must have enjoyed it as well. But I think Collins naturally, you know, extends the time of any conversation if you've spoken to Collins. That was pretty good. All right, that helps. Oh. It's not crazy good, but it helps. I'll freeze the dagger if he starts breeding the pyro, so you can have the 1/1 for now. You're trying to say Collins is Collins a rambler, boys? I don't know. What do you guys think? We gotta play slow right now. That's the thing. I played so much Shaman though that I can feel the flow of the game. That's good. But you see, if we can dodge the priests, right, it's more about just surviving. Most people are being aggressive. I'm curious now that we have 7 wins, how fast we're going to, you know, quote unquote get punished for drafting this defensive. Because it's a very defensive draft. Doesn't have like very many win cons. It's very focused on early curve. And it's not like crazy aggressive either, right? Because it doesn't have the Flame Tongue or the Bloodlust or, you know, any of that. Man, I can't believe I have to play a Serenite into that. I think I'm gonna go and expose myself a little bit to Fan here. I think the coin shard is worth it.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
I shall meet you.
Yeah, I'm dropping frames. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna call my ISP after the stream. I might end a tiny bit earlier just to make sure I can catch them.
This jungle hides many.
But I mean, they usually work for fairly decent times. All right, so sneaky's good. I think I might just frost chalk the illusionist and keep it how it is. It's very tempting to just go to the dome here. Definitely gonna do this. Who's ever been punished for something at any point in their life anyway, guys? To the dome. To the dome! Let's go. Uh-oh. He's doing things. Punish initiated. Betrayal? Yeah, that hurts. Betrayal hurts. Hurts me when you betray me like that, shit. Alright, so Sneaky goes down. Still a decent amount of damage left. Depends on how good his turn is now. That's not good at all. Okay, I think we're fine-ish. 3, 5. Put a bit more pressure. Pressure. Yeah, Betrayal is always a punish for going a bit too aggressive. Betrayal is such an excellent defensive card. What's he getting? Ah, you bastard. I like how the Lich King is also like, oh, by the way, Lich King coming in, boys. Alright, so this is one that we might win had we just played a bit different. So how do we prepare for Mr. Arthas?
I wonder.
So I can push 2 next turn. No, I can't because he killed a Pharaoh and I can't access my 1/1. But I can't play Lord of the Arena. That makes 0 sense, and I can't not trade. I can Phoenix, Frost Rider Phoenix, but no. I feel like I have to do this, and I just have to like see what I draw. Maybe I hit a Hex. What else could I hit? Bonk. So he's gonna have 2 Lich King cards. Death Coil is gonna be a bit of an issue as well for the heal. Oh my god, how are we so good at this game, boys? So now we can put him in lethal range, which is great. So now we're just hoping that there's no Death Coils to the face. No coil, please. So we've been super pleased with the Hex for now. Oh, he coils the 4/5 now. That'd be so funny if he coils the 4/5. Oh man. Alright. Good. It's a bug. Key banana. A bit more aggressive, because I think that would have given me better test results. This is giving me in-between test results because it's an in-between deck, right? It's just built very safe for those early stages. It wasn't designed, you know, to be a 12-win deck. Zoo's probably pretty good right now, from just initially, right? From what I'm seeing right now. I don't think Axe into Pyro is better than Pyro into Napper. No Primal Fin, unsubbed. Unsubbed, unfollowed, unwatched. Everything. You can defile me here, that's okay. Why would the meta be different than before TOT? Well, okay, so many answers to that question. The first answer would be because people don't remember and they'll play whatever they were playing pre-TOT. That's just the simple and, you know, most direct answer I can give to you. Let me do the turn first, right? So Coin Dreadlord's gonna be a bit of a problem. The foul clears now. I'll be okay with the totem. That's very nice. Alright, so the first one is people just don't remember and they play what they were playing during TOT. The second one is they micro-adjusted Paladin and Druid down, Priest and Warrior up. So that's the very top bucket. That's what micro-adjustment means. Micro-adjustment means your very best cards are going to either appear more or less frequently based on, you know, whether they micro-adjusted you up or down. And then the third one, the biggest one, is that 5 days before TOT, they implemented a change where you're more likely to see half buckets, as we call them. It's Stono might be fine here. Let me figure this turn out first before I continue. Yeah, it's uniquely okay here because of the 1/1s. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Hey, I like here. Nice. I'll kill a 1/1. That's fine. All right, so they implemented the half buckets, right? Which means that right now there's 7 different tiers in Arena when it comes to quality of cards. And you have your tier 1, your tier 2, your tier 3. And they made it so that a pick can be, let's say, the bottom of tier 1 and the top of tier 2, rather than just in tier 1s exclusively. That's a Doomguard. They're pretty good. Doomguards are pretty good, boys.
What to do?
I feel like taunting up a Frost Rider, but that's kind of weird. So I need to verify whether that's correct or not. Lord of the Arena just feels a bit more vulnerable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I pre-hit the Doomguard, then the foul won't work. Let me. Next turn I can Frost Rider Hex though. Maybe it's just the Lord. Yeah, I think it's just the Lord. Let him siphon. So the meta before TOT wasn't settled yet. We just had a little taste of what the meta was going to become. And I remember that at the end of that 5-day period, Volcano Shaman was pretty good. That's why I want to go back to Volcano Shaman. The problem is that right now, people don't really recognize all those changes yet, so they're still playing a bit too aggressive for Volcano Shaman to be good. Like, I'm better off just drafting some Storms and Curve. Like, you don't need Volcano if they're super aggro. Storm's just better, right? Like, Volcano is good for, like, the mid-rangey push. It's really nice to stop the mid-rangey push. God, I do not want to hex that, but I think I will. And I think I freeze this guy, right? Let's see, this is happening. I think we do hex it. It's probably not a zoo deck. He's a bit too high curve for that. So I'm probably gonna regret that. So the top half of all classes tier 1 will appear half as much as before. Correct. That's the biggest impact, really, right? That's why Rogue got hit very hard by that. Because all of Rogue's good cards are in the top half. You're talking Eviscerate, you're talking Sap, Foul Spine, Backstab, SI... Well, is it SI Agents? Maybe. Maybe SI Agents. But anyway, that's the kind of quality that is currently not being offered because of the half bucket thing. Why is the totem not frozen? It didn't attack. This one did. Man, this Earth of Might here is pretty good, but being able to put it on Alec here would also be nice. I do have the heal, so I could just bop, go 4-face. That does make some sense. I do have other elementals. I shouldn't be too romantic about whether I keep the Alec here or not. I should do the things that make sense. Right. Stop banning me. If you're being banned, it's usually because the bot mistakes your comment for a link. Yeah, so your previous comment paired off was I draft Paladin with 2 SS, could have had, and then HTTPS randomly in there, which I guess is just your phone, right? So I know it's not your fault, but just be a little mindful of that. Shadow Flame. Kabunk. Kabunk, kabunk, of course, of course. That's okay. Dust Devil, baby. How can I refuse? Alright. You know what they say. When in doubt, play your Dust Devil. So now, hopefully after that explanation, it's a bit easier to understand why when people say, so what's good? I'm like, I have no idea, give me some time. I mean, I always have an idea, but it's nowhere near tested enough for it to be, you know, for me to be comfortable just saying, oh, just play this, play that. You know, if you must try stuff right now, just try to emulate this for now. It's the good 3s and 4s, tiny bit of AoE. I think that's a good formula right now, kind of for regardless what you're doing. But you can see here that once we're in the higher wins, where people do have quality, I am lacking that win con. I am lacking that Bone Mare, Scalebane, Bloodlust, Flame Tongue, whatnot.
Many possibilities.
So if I do draft another Shaman, that's probably not my next step in the experiment. It's drafting that strong curve, and I'm focusing a bit more on finishers rather than just generic value. Like, not so much to say the Treshadon or something like that, but more towards Bone Mare, Scalebane. Oh, he's got another Shadow Flame. Boo.
I will enjoy watching you die.
So this is the taunt he pulled, right? Alright, so he's got the Rin card. He's got a dragon, two dragons. Two dragons and a... no.
I wonder.
Where's the Doomguard from? Let's go. Going in, boys. No, Rogue was actually falling off, Nico. And take advantage of it.
You asked for it.
For Doomhammer.
Alright, so that's obviously cool if he doesn't ping, which I think we'll try.
I should meet you.
Speak your peace.
I'd love the might, but he's just gonna ping, right? So I think we axe into Pyro. Overloading's kind of weird here. But I don't run a non-axe. Right? If you trade Pyro, you can just play his card. You can just play his card. Ooh, okay. Could just might now. Not as good as on Outspring though. But might really, really mess with his mana. So I kind of like it. Ooh, it's not messing with our mana. What I mean with messing with his mana is that he might not want to ping here. Like, it's probably the best play for him to ping, but he might not be able to coin it too. Yeah, that's what we're talking about, right? So that did mess with his mana a fair bit. Yeah, I'm not sure about Mage. Simply because Mage was number 8, I think. Right before TOT started. So, yeah. Not sure. I do want to try Priest, though, and my god, this Kodo is beautiful. Yeah, that's worth an amazing for sure.
I don't need any of you.
Wow, still playing Dakota. He's learned nothing, chat. It's good. I don't think we need to heal yet, right? Can catch him off guard with that heal next turn. It's either heal hero power or get the Lord going. I think getting the Lord going is fine, and the next turn we can heal.
The gates are open.
The gates are open. Arcane missiles, breath. Oh, burn it up. Okay. So what's the right play here? We don't want to commit too much. Because Flame Strike's still pretty common, and he's had this card since turn 2 and turn 4.
Elements guide me.
So if I heal the Light Spawn, I'm left with a 1/1. If I heal this, I'm left with a 6/1. I missed 2 now, but I gain the damage next turn. If he doesn't have a Flame Strike, I'm pretty happy regardless. I'll take my less damage. Okay. Ooh. Ooh la la. So I was gonna say that Lightning Storm is an option now, but the trades become pretty good with the champ, so I think we're good doing that. I think we do still trade. They're pretty good on board. Get the jam 7, get the setup lethal. Heal the spawn is +2 attack. Correct. So this gives me a 3-1 after Flame Strike. I mean, after Flame Strike Ping. Right, yeah.
What to do? When Earth moves, empires fall.
See what he's got.
You win.
Hey.
Thrall versus Rexa. Let the hunt begin for Doomhammer.
Alright. Versus a hunter, I could see keeping the Phoenix in my opening hand. It's either that or a full mole. We need to find early stuff. Finding a 1 is a huge bonus. Finding double 3-drops is very nice as well. Oops. Yeah, I'm gonna throw it, even though it's a nice keep. If I had something to go with it, it'd be nice. Alright, what do we hit? That is okay, all in all. Not amazing, but okay. Him passing turn 1 is definitely good. Very nice, very nice. Oh, one moment.
I wonder. There is little time.
Pretty beautiful. Sorry guys, I know this is a little lame. At least we're getting a bit of gameplay in, right? While we're finishing up these stretches.
Elements guide you.
Probably just putting the 2-4 on the board. And then following it up with Chain Gang, following the curve from there. Probably not gonna hit his face for a while. Oh. Alright, so just based off what I've seen, it's probably Big Boy Hunter, right? Big mid-range. So these freezes might have to be saved for high mains. He's player 1, so our 5/5 comes down into the high main, which works out. It's just kind of this vibe you're getting from him, right? Like he's totally fine wind blasting on curve for 4.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
Excuse me. Alright, so I would assume Venom Strike the way how he played that. But we'll figure it out.
Free me!
Yo. Unstable would be nice. But he has the Cobra. We'd have to freeze it. Like, evolve both of them for tempo. Yeah, I think so actually, the more I think about it. And utilizing one of the freezes. Oh my god, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. A little bit of a drive-by there. That's simply not good enough. That is also not good enough. That is good enough. Why not attack first? I believe I did. Otherwise the direwolf wouldn't have been dead.
Free me!
There is little time.
It feels like explosive, just the fact that he's like, well, I guess I throw it into here. The frame dropping is really annoying. I mean, yeah. Like, how annoying do you think it is for me, my man? I appreciate the feedback, right? It's just like, what can I do, man? What can I do? What can I do?
I wonder. Trust the pirate's code.
Oh, the double. Ooh, the sneaky Emperor Cobra over there. Well, that's a wee bit of a problem. That's a wee bit of a problem there. You know what to say, boys. When in doubt, SMR. Pretty sure that's exactly what they said. Well, shit. Yeah. He's gotta kill the Grom, which has gotta be a little sad for him, right? With the Stormwind being a card. Alright, so under normal circumstances he's dead. Okay. I would say under these circumstances he's dead. Now everybody's specking. Everybody be specking. Druid, yeah. Okay. Probably a high roll Druid. I don't think. Well, I mean, we have to try Druid, right? So, doesn't look too easy. Oh. Our opponent's a fan of popping off. Look at that. Pointer asked for one, baby. I hate this current. Losing the healing kind of sucks, but we got the hot spring to heal it up. Funny to see beetleberries. Was beetleberries top half or not? You could frost chug the 1/1, but that seems like a bit of an overreaction. Okay, Falco. Wow, how many spectators can I gather? Can I collect all 200? I don't think I have 200 friends right now. Not having 200 friends feels bad. Mainly because I deleted them. But still, feels bad. You know what I want, baby. And how do you know what I want every time? Well. Everyone, get in here. He's gonna kill the healing, right? It'd be funny if he pre-hit the 4/4. Like, he'll never do that, but it'd just be funny because he pre-hit the 1/1 earlier.
For no one.
So I would say that the chance for UI for him is decently high, right? Because he's just cycling. He'd be cycling. Ooh, that's a nice draw, baby.
The gates are open.
Book. When's the last time that a Lord of the Arena came off the top and you're like, oh, that's a good draw? Oh, man. He's got his moments. You can just Starfire. Now, he was looking at the big minion for a moment. Glad I hit. Well, actually, it doesn't matter. This guy would have died. This guy would have died. It's no problem. My deck is not designed to beat UI, so I need to put some face in. Someone with UI would never draw so much. It's more that he wants to find the UI because he knows that if he finds the UI, it's over. And that's filthy, by the way. How dare you? How dare you, sir? Should be ashamed of yourself. Three, 6, 8.
I wonder.
He's probably gonna have a plague as well. God damn it. Alright, I'm gonna do what my instinct told me to do, but it's a bit of a weird one here. Because you need the pyro to live. Alright, I guess we'll prep for storm then. What's the Joe Rogan catchphrase, Heman? How dare you? Oh, okay. Poggers. Trade storm. When do we just go off? Trade storm will still require me to trade in.
I wonder.
But allows me to push 5. What's the other one? Oh, yeah. That's annoying. I don't think the evolution is great here, though. He might have a plague. I think he takes it here. You don't have much time to evolve. Yeah, but if you see me taking so much time, it means it does matter a lot. And I'm seriously debating not evolving. Ooh, that's a good draw. So 2 fireflies on the board kills him, huh? So assuming UI. We win, right? 6, 8, 9, 10. So he can't UI. It's plague now. We don't need this right now. No.
I wonder.
I did not see the game, Radu Stefan, but I was informed that it was quite a good one. That we started off really poorly. Spreading though? Yeah, but that's why we don't play the fly, right?
What to do? I can see.
Wow. Damn. Well, I mean that first run gave us a ton of information, so it definitely helped. Okay. We got pretty lucky along the way for sure. We drew our hex definitely when we needed it, 100%. Hex felt very good. Having Storm felt good. Not insane, but good. Hex felt better than Storm. The Elemental Synergy worked out. I did not feel like I had too many 3-drops, even though I had a lot of them, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 3s, and then Ferals and Stormforged as well. So 4s I could have done with another one, but we knew that. Sneaky Devil was fine, not crazy. Coda was insane. Applebound was just good, solid. Then, you know, the late game was fine. 2 6s, 2 7s. Yeah, overall pretty good. Frostchuck was used. Not a crazy good card, but we know that, but it was useful. Okay. How much tier score was the deck? 70, I believe. Oh, do I have 2 of those already?